on, Andy! Come on, Andy! Big, big, big!
In or out, it's your call.
There's no ref here.
That's on us.
Decisions like these are about trust.
That's spirit, not a slogan.
But to be fair, even when the game is on the line,
It's not easy.
Sometimes it gets intense.
Because spirit keeps the game bigger than the point.
Bigger than the call.
bigger than me,
It's how I know I can go all out.
and trust my opponent will too.
It's not just rules, it's respect.
Because when you respect the call,
You respect the player.
It's every decision you make.
Every conversation, every point.
It's the reason I compete at my best.
And when I have to make the call,
In or out.
I'll call it honestly.
Because spirit is the standard.
And we don't play below it.
They're looking for a reason to quit. Let's give it to them.
Welcome to the 2026 Canadian Ultimate Championships Masters here in Brampton. I'm Wilson here with Cat 410 next to me right now. We'll do a land acknowledgement.
Bienvenue à tout le monde. On est ici à Brampton avec Wilson et moi, Catherine Fortin, ou Cat Fortin, pour le CUC Masters. On a Vintage contre Fine Print, mais on va faire un petit land acknowledgement avant qu'on commence.
Here
Hit
we
it.
go. The city of Brampton is located on the traditional territories of the Mississauga of the Credit, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat nations. Welcome to our final stream game of the day here on Creditview Sandalwood Park. We're excited. Like Kat said,
Bienvenue.
not Ottawa, excuse me, Ontario's Fine Print versus Quebec's very own Vintage.
Well, I learned Fine Print is part of the KWG, which stands for.
Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph, in that order.
And now Ottawa, since we have a couple of Ottawa players on the Fine Print roster.
Here we go. Fine Print has 20 years of experience of playing with each other. Most of them are apparently Grandmaster's age, right? What are some teams they've played for?
We've got a mix of capitals, lowercase, and
Smattering of others. So
Yeah.
we've heard from Fine Print. This is, I believe, the quarterfinals of their division in the Masters Women's Division here at CUC Masters. Nevertheless, Vintage from Quebec, Fine Print from Ottawa. Not Ottawa, I keep saying Ottawa. They have some Ottawa players.
They
I've been from
do.
Ontario. But here we are. The last game of the day. We got 3 more for you tomorrow. But here, all eyes on Fine Print and Vintage. And the other games in the same division that we have Twort versus Cooked. Also in the women's division, Spiced Macrame. The Collective versus Cora. Collective, who was here just now, 2 games ago, I believe, started at noon, beat their team to go top of their pool, undefeated. Believe it was Cooked. But now, all eyes on Vintage and Fine Print. Vintage in red, ready to receive on our left side. Fine print starts off light, and here's the pull.
On a Vintage en rouge et l'équipe Fine Print en blanc.
Baye finds Beauregard, finds Hosler. On the far side, maybe a little miscommunication, but Van de Grint snatches the defensive block. Root here in the middle. Early break chance for Fine Print. This is Neary, one of the captains for the Fine Print side. Roped in by Blackett. Blackett finds. I believe it's Root again. Sends it back to Blackett and then back to Root. Them two giving a good 1-2, but miscommunication. Throws it into space, but no one was there. Picked up by Paye. Arbik, sorry. We have Toutant on the far side. Arbik in the middle. Swung to Paye. Fell on. Might have thrown it just a bit high for her receiver, but Fine Print gives her right back. Fell on. Up the field to Toutant, who finds a quick continue to Beauregard for the first hold of the game. Vintage opens the scoring in this game. 1-0 Vintage.
Le premier point est fait par Vintage par notre athlète Beauregard.
Way. Vintage, talking to them before the game, they said their core has had quite some time playing together, 4+ years, maybe 5 extra. They told us that they finished third at CUC Masters in Waterloo.
Which
believe 2 years
allowed
back.
them
Yeah.
to go to Ireland,
For sure.
which is a fantastic experience for everyone.
For sure. That's true. That just means they're a really tight-knit group. They're able to get results in.
We have another group of athletes that are going to Ireland in August.
Ooh, okay. Why don't we shine a little light on our club representatives in the adult division? But more on that later. Right here, we see Fine Print with their first chance to show us their offensive prowess with their O-line. Ready to receive the pull. Scores 1-0. Vintage. Pull goes up. Seems like a split stack coming from Fine Print. Thorson has it near the brick mark. Swings, but Marquise able to poach it and pick their pockets of Fine Print. Early break chance. Genouille might have had a touch on the disc there, but finds his receiver. Genouille gets it back near the middle. They're about 25 odd yards out. Marquise with the disc. Surveys her options. Dishes it back to Genouille. There's a pick call.
I have to say, I loved Marquis' defense on that earlier. Pour ceux à la maison, Marquis vient de faire une belle défense sur ce point qui donne la possession à Vintage.
Disc back in play now. Might be a different pick call here. Here, yet again, another stoppage. Looks around for an option. Believe that was Aslan. Here's Lacroix. Lacroix finds Genouille again. Genouille integral to this break chance right now. Marquise just unable to close the fingers on the disc. Came in rather quickly, but Fine Print here with a chance for the hold. Van der Luis looking around. High inside backhand. Gets it right back. McPherson. Back to Vander Luis. Throws it up. Two hands. Drummond reels it in. Far side. 5 yards out. Maybe 8. Tells the handler to go up line. Heimer goes up. Little short. Settling under it. Able to reel it in? No. Great defensive pressure from Patel Tremblay. Was one of the captains of Vintage. Sends it long for her receiver. Catches it in stride. Absolutely perfect, but there is an injury call. Number 12, Drummond on fine print. Lacroix will retain her disc in acres of space. Only it's 2v1 right now. Near the end zone. In the red zone. Oh no, believe the injury call preceded the huck. That means Patel Tremblay gets the disc back. Here we have everyone resetting back to the position. Ready for continue.
Donc, on a Vintage avec possession du disque. Et numéro...
Lacroix gets it right back at the end zone again. Around back again to Janui. Decides against the upline. Upline cuts from the secondary handler. A little bit spicy, but just out of the reach for her receiver.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you want to talk about it.
We can after.
Swing comes out. Gonzalez. Boisvert. Gonzalez again. Boisvert available every other. Warren back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez through the middle. Back to her again. Going every other. Gonzalez. Caesar open in the middle. Still here. Absolutely ripping it up near the midfield. Just a little over the top from Chu. Two cutters deep. Oh, decides against it. Marquise has her captain going deep. Right at the end zone line. Dishes it for the break. First break of the game from La Tendresse.
Un point bris pour Vintage avec la tendresse qui attrape le point. Maintenant, on avait parlé tantôt que quelques de ces joueurs de Vintage sont des joueurs sur d'autres équipes qui vont aller au World Masters Ultimate Championship en Irlande. So, did you want to talk a bit about of our special roster here?
Of course. Alexandra Paye. Again, maybe my commentator has already said it. Played Venus before. Storm as well. Played at the Masters WUC just a couple weeks ago. Another captain, Pambrun. Played for Venus and Iris. Also at the Masters WUC. Tremblay, Bete Tremblay. Also at the Masters, but she played for Storm before. Couple players. I mean, I think I'm looking down the list. 15 players at least with Masters WUC experience. Vintage is not a side to be messing with. But regardless, score is 2-0 Vintage. Fine print yet to be get on the score sheet. Maybe they'll change that right now. Pull is about to go up from Jonui, who just had a long point back on the field, trying to get her team's second break in a row. Third straight point. Offside called. Root inside for Wilson. Finds Atkinson, the spirit captain. Tang here. Quickly dishes back to Root, the sure-handed handler who finds Blackett for the score. A little bit of a bobble there, but secures it for their first point.
The bobble had me on the edge of my seat there.
For sure, that's as close as they've gotten to scoring, and that was a clean hold. I think it was it's the cleanest hold of the game right now.
Un
First
point,
point for both sides have had dirty holds. But yes, continue.
un point pour Fine Print contre Vintage.
One hold for Fine Print. One hold and a break for Vintage.
It'll be very exciting to see what the teams bring.
For sure. This is a great matchup. Quarterfinals, right? This is lose or go home. If you win, you move on. 2 more games tomorrow. If you lose, see ya. But yes, Fine Print here ready for the pull. Ready to get their first break of the game. Warren with the pull. Hangs for a bit. Vintage. Second time their O-line's been on right now. Furlon and Paye running a little give-go right now. A little 1-2. Paye sees a different option. Touton. Here we have our big. Back to Paye again. Streaking deep as her receiver, but maybe not open enough, so she decides against it. A little overcooked on the throw to Pion. Quick dish right away. There's a foul call from Robinson. Paye might have gotten in, reached into the cookie jar a little too much. Seems like the disc stays with Robinson. Love the 5-panel hat, by the way. McPherson finds Boisvert. Corrected by my fellow commentator, Cat Fortin. But it is a score for, not just a score, it's a break for Fine Print. This is the first of the game. 1 of 1 for break.
Un point bris pour Fine Print. Et pour ceux à la maison, Julie Boisvert est aussi une joueuse sur le côté d'Outaouais qui a joué avec Aguada. So I'm just saying that Julie Boisvert also is kind of from the Ottawa region, but she's from Gatineau. And she played with Aguada, the women's masters team.
Aguada? Is that a
Aguada.
master's team? Is that a...
It was a women's masters team. I don't know if they're still running this year.
I see.
But has some incredible athletes. A little shout out to the Outaouais.
Outaouais. We love Outaouais.
We do. We
No,
do.
I say that because in the open division, adult open division, there is a team called Out. I think their full name is Outaouais. They're based in Gatineau. There's actually some politics with that for this year's qualifying for nationals, but we'll get into that later. Right now, Fine Print ready to pull to
I hope you
Vintage.
spill the tea.
Oh, we'll wait for after this point. After this point, but yes. Couple things lined up for us. Will. Ooh, interesting way to collect it. Paye. Look at a little give go with her partner in crime, Felon. Seems like we'll be saying that name quite a few times here. Paye in the reset space. Maybe just waiting, biting for an opportunity to get the disc back. Here she is. Goes up line. Quick dish for her, Paye. Green cleats really stands out. Farallon, her favorite partner. Paye. Back to Farallon and ooh, a quick block right on the line. Looks like Root is picking up. Break opportunity here. They were flawless on the last one. Not this one. Farallon maybe took one or two more steps, but Artebik finds her receiver for the hold. It is a dirty hold, but a hold regardless.
Et c'est un point pour l'équipe Vintage en rouge.
Here we go. Here we go. Scores 3-2. Each team with a break. Vintage.
This is going to be a
hold.
close game. It's exciting.
For sure. My co-commentator right here. has put in the prediction that it will be a very tightly contested game. And while we are here, we have to give some love to our Team Orange.
Hey. Thank you, our Team Orange, our observers that keep this whole game running smoothly, on the clock, respecting the time, and resolving and helping teams communicate effectively and with good spirit.
For sure. While we're thanking people, sponsors of this event, BE Tournament, BE, not Tournament, BE Ultimate, Discraft, Experience Brampton. Discover everything the city has to offer at experiencebrampton.ca, your one-stop online resource for the best in arts, culture, entertaining, dining, shopping, and local experiences. Make the most of your time in this vibrant and diverse city. Start planning your Brampton experience today. Back to the game. We have Thorson here. Low grab, but reeled in by McPherson. Brave layout, but maybe a little too high for Chu. Little high throw, but reeled in again by La Tendresse. There is a foul call, uncontested foul call. Foul call retracted. This should stay with La Tendresse. Still communicating. The Skinner one says the mark. We have Marquise on the disc here. Pete finds her receiver in the end zone for the score. This is a break.
Un point bris pour l'équipe rouge de Vintage. We're so excited here in the commentary box.
There's been a bit of a mishap, but you know what? Hopefully we keep it pushing.
We're just here full of energy because this is our last game of the day and our quarterfinals. C'est très... On est ici pour les quarts finales pour les équipes féminines Masters ici à CUCM.
Yeah, well the score right now is 4-2. Vintage. This is the second break of the game. They have as many holds as breaks. Would you believe it? But anyways, fine print. Ooh, we have a couple players walking towards us. One of them walking a little gingerly without cleats. Surely she's not playing right now. But Vintage ready to pour some gas on the fire. Maybe add a little more pressure on this fine print side. Fine print showing them they're more than this. The scoreboard does not reflect their strength, and they're ready for a break. Ball goes up from Janui. Absolute staple on this D-line right here. Root has picked up the disc multiple times. Isolated cut for Wilson. Wilson sends it long. Maybe just a little outside for Tang. Maybe the wind have picked up a little bit, causing disc to fly in another trajectory. Wilson did not plan for it, but Janui picking up the dead disc at her end zone line. Looking to go the full 70. Low throw, but snatched by Perino, sorry. Leah Lefebvre unable to pick it out of the air. Root picks up again. Quick dish to Neri, one of the captains. It's a break call. After a brief stoppage, we are back. We're back soon. Perino taps it in. Neri sees Root with a high inside throw, but it drops to the floor rather quickly. intense mark from Atkinson, who was one of the Spirit captains. Tanis, low mark, puts on the pressure. Root as well, but Brenier and her side holds on to the disc. Perino swings it, breaks around for the flick. Fine print, forcing backhand. Riel Lefebvre finds Perino. Perino throws it up to Janui. Winds up, throws a long ball, drops a little quicker than expected from Grenier. This is tapped in, maybe a little conversation before it. To Root, there is a pig call. There's a talk, maybe, about what stall to come in. Looks like it's 4. 3, 2, 1. What you say before you tap it in. Just a little countdown for the mark to better acclimatize to the mark, but now a throwaway from Root.
Vintage a une chance ici pour gagner le point.
Riel Lefebvre finds Janui. A little far for Riel Lefebvre. It seems like she has a knee brace on. Her girl is chugging deep. She is a little behind, but thrower walks over it, indicating that she is not seeing the deep option right now. Quick under to Neri. Neri finds Tanis. Tanis throws it up to Tang. Tang able to snatch it out of the air. Wilson chugging deep. Tang says, I cannot throw that. Let me see Root right here. Root on the far side. Looking for a reset option perhaps. Tells Wilson to go to the open side. Nope. Tanis tells her, I am ready for the stump. Tanis maybe underthrows it. There is a pick, but maybe. Okay, so Tanis threw it away. Or rather, the vintage defender got a hand on it, played a D, but downfield, the pick call happened quite some time ago, so it goes back. That's what they're talking about right now.
It's always important to know if that pick call has an impact on the play, when it was called. And again, this is why we're so lucky for our Team Orange to be there, because they're the ones who are able to discuss, mitigate, and find solutions.
Thankful for our Team Orange and our volunteers staying here in the sun, giving us live updates to the game. Absolute pillar of Frisbee tournament, the volunteers.
We couldn't do this without them.
While we have the stoppage, why don't we give you guys some updates around the complex?
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
Here we have the women's division. Let's wait for the connectivity for the results. Here we are. Twarp up 7-1 on Cooked. Seems quite lopsided. Maybe looking break for half or hold for half. I think break for half. Spiced and Macrame locked in a deadlock for it all. More on that later. But right now, a layout attempt from Kirkcoster, unable to reel it in. There is a foul call. Foul call automatically means stoppage. Wilson, Pramboon talking about it. Maybe it was incidental. All of our calls today has been resolved rather quickly in the spirit of fashion, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's been lovely. We've been blessed with some really great spirits, and let's hope we continue in that path.
Well, in the short time that has elapsed from last time I gave you an update, Spice just scored one on Macrame. It's now 5-4. Collective and Cora, however, also in a deadlock, 3 apiece. Vintage up 4-2 on fine print, as you can tell from our scoreboard. Tang talking to the disc. A little miscue from Aslan, she knew it right away. Root takes advantage, punches it in to Atkinson for the hold.
Et ça, c'est un autre point bris pour l'équipe Fine Print.
It's a dirty hold, but we'll take it, says Fine Print. Pulls within one. Give a little love for the people in the booth. Theo directing traffic in the booth.
And a shout
On
out
producer.
to our
Makoosh on the DJ. Playing Unwritten. Natasha Benfield.
beautiful throwback.
Jared and Nathan on the cameras. Obviously me, myself, and Gafortin, the legendary commentator that I have next to me. Fine Print, however, looking to get their second break of the game. Here we are, ready for the pull. Vander Luis with the pull. Vintage, ready to punch in this hold. Ferland, of course, finds none other than Paillet. Paillet finds Jubinville. On the near side, Paillet going every other. Green cleats, blue knee tape. Hesitates against that upwind throw. Arabic. Throws that beautiful inside, but there is a pick call. Did it affect the play is the question. Believe it didn't, so it might stay with the receiver. Arabic with great fashion choices, visor and two buns.
Riser. Really great against the sun.
For sure. I hope everyone watching is staying hydrated, as we are right now. It's a little hot, but Paillet sees the upline option, gets it right back. Paillet going every other. Unstoppable right now. Snatches it out of the air for the hold. Pion.
Un point pour l'équipe vintage de notre athlète Paillet. And as we're speaking of vintage, let's speak about a little fun fact here. It's the player 82, Anne-Marie Jubainville, who is the mother of TCU 20 athlete Ludovic Maillot, who was playing on the TCU 20 mix in Logroño and won silver. Donc, pour ceux à la maison, Anne-Marie Jubainville, c'est la mère de Ludovic Maillot qui a joué pour l'équipe mixte pour les moins 20, équipe Canada à Logroño au mois de juillet.
Lovely, lovely. Must be really proud with that result.
I feel like the talent is genetic.
For sure, to be playing and still in the Masters division in the quarterfinals of Canadian Nationals, that takes a different type of player.
Just saying.
For sure.
Pointing out the facts.
For sure. Pamboon, one of the captains of Vintage, talking to her line, adding on the fire. Let's go. Ladies, here's the time to go. Try to get this one. Pull wasn't as expected. It rolls back into their third of the field. 44 Kurt Koster looking around for an option. Finds the reset in Root. Root may be a little stranded right now. People are a little far from her. The cut stacks a little far. Throws it. Maybe a little miscommunication between Wilson and Root. Wilson, a big stature on the mark. Definitely putting on the pressure. Genoui, number 2 for this Vintage side. Like her offensive counterpart. Oh no, this is just another miscue. The disc takes an unfortunate roll. It's now 5, maybe 5 yards out of the end zone. Fine Print, given the opportunity, maybe a defensive coverage blown there, but Fine Print converts the short field.
Et c'est un point pour Fine Print. It's a very close game we're watching. Both teams have been exchanging points with
For
each
sure.
other, and you can see both teams have a lot of grit and both want to win that quarter.
For sure. This is a kind not really for all the marbles, but you know, to get all the marbles, you gotta get there somehow, and this is the game to get there. Gotta stay flawless here if you wanna, from here on out, if you wanna win
You
Canadian
gotta be
Ultimate
hungry
Champion.
for that disc.
What's up?
You gotta be hungry for that disc.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Especially the wind's picking up. Couple bobbly throws. Now's the time to lock it in.
But
The
that
wind can be
breeze
unpredictable.
feels so great.
Yes,
If you've been in the booth today, you would appreciate a little bit of wind.
for sure. Giving us through update on the score. It's 5-4 currently for Vintage. Chance to make it 6-4 right now with the pull from Vander Luis. Arbik collects the paye, finds Furlan. I'm gonna say those two names coined together a lot this game. Paye finds Pion in the midfield. Paye again. Fine print forcing backhand. Touton fakes, finds Paye. Furlan sees the inside. Mark was unable to corral that, but the receiver corrals the disc in for the hold. 6-4, Vintage.
Vintage qui vient de faire un autre point bris. Le score est maintenant 6-4.
6-5? Sorry, 6-4. My bad. 6-5. 6-4.
Another break point for Vintage there. Oh, sorry.
No, it
not
was a hold. It
Vintage.
was a hold. It
Fine
was a
print,
hold. It was a
fine
hold.
print. My
It was a hold. It
mistake.
was a hold. It was a hold.
Oh, and then we've got a little timeout here, so we'll be back from this timeout.
Lovely, lovely. I believe, yeah. Timeout taken by Fine Print. We'll see you in a bit.
Timeout qui a été appelé de Fine Print. Et puis on revient avec un score 6-4 pour Fine Print contre Vintage.
Fine Print looking to cut the lead in half. It's rolling pull from Marquis. Root picks it up. Surveys her option. Decides against the upfield. Finds Tanis. Tanis looking around. Low grab, but snatched by Atkinson. Van der Grint finds Thor Neary from the far side. Van der Grint again. Looking for Root. Root is so integral to this offensive line. It's imperative to shut her down if you're on the side of Vintage. Great throw from Vander Grint. Slices and dices. Blackett drops to mark, but unable to find her target on the 7. Great throw from Randa Grint. Messy-like, if you will.
On a maintenant Vintage en possession du disque qui vont commencer en offense.
Tang on the mark. Putting on some pressure. Genoui. A bit of a bladey wobbly throw, but finds her way to Riel Lefebvre. Genoui on the reset, but the wind might have picked up a little bit. Great grab hitting the turf. Marquise has options downfield, sees Genoui. Great backhand. Low backhand. Riel Lefebvre finds her receiver downfield for the hold. I apologize, it's a break.
Et c'est un point bris pour l'équipe Vintage.
Vintage able to work the full 70 on the first chance they get in this point to convert this break. They're now within 1 of halftime.
On est maintenant un point court de la demi. On verra quelle équipe va prendre la demi.
We have a, 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 straight points of holds, but now, first break in a bit.
Time to get the breaks out.
There we go. Maybe the break train starting.
Ooh, the break train.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the break train celebration?
This is just a. we're doing it in the booth, but maybe you can't see it. But we're doing some funny gestures right now. Genoui has been on quite a lot in the first half. She is very, very central to this team's D-line. She pulls just over half field. Running to the mark. Shutting down any option. Gonzalez picks up, maybe a little high, but snatched out of the air by Benevinti. McPherson. Excuse me. Benevenuti. Got corrected by my producer Theo. Regardless, they score the hold. Believe that was Vander Luis that scored this hold. That makes it 7-5.
Et c'est un point pour Vintage avec le 5e point du match.
It's interesting. They're 1 point away from half. I wonder if Fine Print will say, let's put some of our better players out there. Try to get some momentum going into the second half, perhaps. At least make it hard on Vintage.
Well, when you see teams exchanging points like that, as a coach, when do you think would be a great time to power line?
When do I think it's a great time to power line?
Yeah.
This is underrated, but this is a little maybe unorthodox. But I would love to power line the first point of the game if you're starting on D. You have nothing to lose.
Okay.
I would love to power. Just, you know what I mean?
I've heard of the theory where you power line up to 8 points and then you cruise.
I also love that, but maybe not for me. Wilson pulls maybe out of bounds. Fallon picks up the disc. Indicates the brick, so they will take it at the brick. Fallon, Arpic, and Paye. Handling trio. Daunt has been short-handed this game. Beauregard looks like it's Fallon. Nope, this is Paye. Paye finds Beauregard. Beauregard, nifty throw. Back to Abik. Abik. Back. Abik looking around. Beauregard goes up line. Not enough glue in the hands to catch it. Gives fine print a chance for a break.
This could be the halftime
I don't want to say his
point.
name because Theo doesn't want me to say his name, but here's Theo giving me some props for my chops. But here we are. Fine print. Working it up slowly but surely. Oh, finds the hands of the sure-handed Root. Root. Blackett unable to retain possession there. Beak has one deep. Beauregard sees RB going up. Decides against this. He's Paye. We'll go through our main handlers there, sir. Tang a little far off the mark. Furlong finds RB for the hold for the half. Score is now 8-5. Vintage take half.
Vintage prend la demi à 8-5.
This is their fifth hold. First half, must say. Fine print maybe just a little bit lower in energy intensity. Vintage, doesn't matter if it's on offense or defense. Always ready to get the disc. Always ready to pounce on the disc and get the opportunity to score.
We'll be right back after this halftime.
They're looking for a reason to quit. Let's give it to them. Big, big, big!
In or out, it's your call.
There's no ref here.
That's on us.
Decisions like these are about trust.
That's spirit, not a slogan.
But to be fair,
Even when the game is on the line.
It's not easy.
sometimes it gets intense.
Because spirit keeps the game bigger than the point.
Bigger than the call.
Bigger than me,
It's how I know I can go all out.
and trust my opponent will too.
It's not just rules, it's respect.
Because when you respect the call,
You respect the player.
It's every decision you make.
Every conversation, every point.
It's the reason I compete at my best.
And when I have to make the call,
In or out,
I'll call it honestly.
Because spirit is the standard.
And we don't play below it.
Welcome back to our women's division quarterfinals matchup between Ontario's Fine Print and Quebec's very own Vintage. Scores, yeah, sorry.
On est de retour de la demi avec Vintage de Québec et Fine Print de l'Ontario. C'est une équipe avec plusieurs de membres de Kitchener, Waterloo et Guelph et Ottawa.
Here we go. Fine Print currently trailing Vintage. Vintage up 8-5 right now. Fine Print trying to do something about it. I think we have a couple more minutes until the first pull of the second half goes up. Story of the first half, if you're just joining us.
All right, I have a question for you.
Yo, sorry, just give me a second. First story of the first half. For Vintage, they've been able to outmatch their counterparts from the Ontario side. Able to get many breaks. Able to get many holds as well. Doing their job, putting on the pressure. What do you got for me, Kat?
Wilson, Fine Print is down 8-5,
Correct.
and you're coming into the second half.
Mm-hmm.
What is something you would want from your team if you were a coach? What are some adjustments you would make for this second half?
For this game specifically,
For this game specifically,
I will say, ladies, we're in the right position. We're only down 3. Plenty of game to go. Another half of frisbee to play. Soft cap, right? The last, if you want to win, you got to score to win. Been able to create turns as well. So all that matters is executing and being cognizant, valuing the disc, cherishing possession. That's what I'll say. Because when they've had the disc with Root, they've been able to walk it up quite often. But here we have Fine Print started on offense, but unfortunate turnover on the first throw. Here we have Batal Tremblay. Genoui unable to catch and tow the disc. Maybe had to choose either one or the other. Fine Print given another opportunity to open up our scoring in the second half. Neary with the first throw. Huck. Genoui finds Pramboul. Genoui launches it for her receiver, Latendresse, for the break. First break of the second half. First point of the second half. 9-5 Vintage.
le premier point de la deuxième demi et le premier bris de la deuxième demi. Un point de Genouille à la tendresse pour le 9e point de Vintage.
Well, back to what you said, right? I think just being able to execute, right? Holding onto the frisbee, seeing the right options, not being panicky or, like we say, uncomposed when you throw the frisbee. Sure-handed. Being sure-handed and seeing the right option will get you in the right places. But that doesn't mean you shy away from taking shots. Shots have got to connect as well for this fine print side, as they have for Vintage. Hope everyone watching is having a great Saturday evening. Everyone's staying hydrated. It's getting warmer
And windier.
and windier for sure.
In the commentary booth, we might have to tape down our tents.
It has slightly shifted on us a little bit, but what hasn't shifted is Root's determination to get her side to the semifinals right here. Geary finds Blackett. Blackett quickly to Atkinson, who shoots the inside to Wilson for the quick score. Clean and incisive. First point of the second half.
Great.
9-6 fine print. Sorry, 9-6 Vintage.
Great point by Wilson. Fun fact, Wilson is from the Ottawa, from Ottawa, and played Stella.
Wow.
And I think Broken, so they were just in Ireland too.
Lovely, lovely. Some pedigree over there. Some pedigree and experience. But I guess experience isn't really lacking in the Masters division.
Fine print's pretty diverse.
But yes. I do have some a little bit of bias towards the fine print side, as their number 57 that just scored has the
Is
same
that
name
because
as me.
57 is your favorite number?
No. It's because we have the same name. Mine's my first and it's her last. Regardless, Vintage looking to go up double digits in the score right now. Fine print looking to tack on their second break of the game here in the second half. It's the last game of the day, I believe, for
And tomorrow.
in the complex. What's
is
happening
a
tomorrow?
Big day. With
Big day.
Semifinals and the finals.
Of course.
For all three.
I know you won't miss it because you'll be tuning in on the Ultimate Canada YouTube website for all three streams. Am I right?
Absolutely. I wouldn't dare miss it. And not only that, but you also have the one and only Wilson,
Ooh.
Theowan, and Nathan, and myself commentating.
Can't forget
tomorrow.
Cap for 10. I was about to say. Can't forget Cap for 10. Anyways, we had Forlan on. Fallon on the near sideline. Threw it away, but quickly. Did not throw it away, but there was a travel call, so this comes back. Quick dish to Pou Gamache. Pou Gamache finds Borigo. Borigo looking. Pou Gamache. Pou Gamache right at the end zone line. What's she going to do? Fakes him around. It's a pay call. See, this Quebec side definitely has a little bit more determination to score than the Ontarian side. Paye maybe hasn't gotten as many touches on this point, and as I say that, maybe the commentator's curse caused that drop. Classic, says my producer, Theo. Lacroix. Sorry, not Lacroix. Benvenuti found. But I think when Benvenuti had the disc, Arpic called for something. Still talking. Maybe there's a foul call. Just incidentally coming together.
We've got Sandra from our Team Orange Observer helping out.
We love Sandra.
We love Sandra. If you want a great breakfast conversation, go find Sandra.
give some love. People in the booth again. Myself, Fortin, Kush on the DJ, Jared, Nathan, on the cameras. My lovely producer, who should not be named Theo. Benvenuti throws it to the far side, who lays out. Warren finds Chu. Chu, a tall stature, able to get the contested disc. Vender Luis, who finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Robinson. This is a great bit of frisbee right now. Gonzalez, Robinson again. Warren on the far side. There might have been. Seems like everything's okay, but she did take a stumble, maybe. Robinson directing traffic. Looking upfield. Maybe got to look for a reset. Chu able to snatch it in. Chu looking for a reset. Gonzalez available. Back to Chu again on the near side. Chu faking upfield. Throwing it up. Sitting under it. Catches it for the goal. I believe this is a break for Fine Print.
It is a fine print break. A fine break.
Fine break.
Fine break by Fine Print.
Lovely.
Un point bris pour l'équipe Fine Print avec le nouveau score de 9-7 pour Vintage.
First break, second half for Fine Print. The second in the game overall. Score is now 7-9. Still, Vintage leads 9-7. Will they be able to hit double digits and score on this very point? Seems like Root is on. Maybe trying to provide some fire to her D-line. Wilson crossing over too.
And then we also know that there's about 3 or 4 players on Fine Print that are not playing due to injuries.
That's
so they
true.
don't even have the full squad with them either.
That's unfortunate. Again, 3-day tournament. It'll take a toll on you if you don't take care of your body. Go a little too hard. Injury increases as wear and tear increases. It's just my deduction. No
Make
scientific
sure
proof there.
You take care of your bodies at the end of this tournament, everybody. Your friendly PSA reminder.
Yeah, strain your legs, ice whatever you need.
Offside call.
Paya maybe looking a little confused. Our beak indicating that I saw the offside. No need to rush for the disc. Again, I love the swag of Akbeek. Visor, 2 buns. Reminds me of Appy Hecko.
And let me just say something. As a woman, it is hard to do 2 buns.
Oh.
So that, and for them to look equal as well. So she's done a really great job.
Fantastic. Here we have Pion Masiot. Ooh, a little far for Ferland on the reset. Will this be the second break in a row for Fine Print? This Quebec side has got to lock down here. It's been a little sloppy, a little over the top, bobbles it, but Bourgo breathes a sigh of relief when the disc touched turf. Ferland tries to redeem her team here. Gifted back the disc. Wilson shuts down the option. Beak. Oh, a little far for Beak. No, never mind. She reels it in, but out. Calls the observer. Inside throw right away for Root. She knows it. Miss execution there. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little floatier would have done the trick. Back on that toe, by the way, I believe, a little side note, Abby Hecko says she loves to toe lines, if I'm not mistaken, from pod practice. Shout out, shout out. But regardless, Arbik gets it. There's a little floating disc through traffic. But we go now from Arbik. Arbik now gets it back. Root on the mark. Inside. Great layout catch from Furlan. This is a choppy point. Great defensive pressure from Nazavazero, who picks up the disc, says, I'm taking my team all the way. Here's my second break. Just you watch. This goes up for Tang. Oh, Rosler able to stall their offense.
La défense de numéro 77, Prou Gamache, sur Vintage.
Arbik sees Beauregard going up line. Beauregard, another drop from Fallon. I wouldn't say this is another. This is her first drop. The first one was a throw error. Here we have Atkinson going up line. Decides against the root on the inside. Gets it. Neary. Inside throw, but just behind her receiver. Pion throws it to Baye, who calls the quick timeout. Needs a breather. Agrees, said Navacero. We'll be back soon after this quick break.
Le timeout a été appelé pour l'équipe Vintage. On va être de retour après cette petite pause.
Yo, they're looking for a reason to quit. Let's give it to them.
Allô, on est de retour après la petite pause qui a été appelée par Vintage. Donc, Vintage va commencer en offense. Et puis, Vintage a un point de 9 contre Fine Print qui a 7 points.
This is tapped in. Big throw goes up. Pion sitting under it. Pops out of her hand. Fine Print. Desperate to get this second consecutive break. On the far side, waiting for an option, but it never came. Threw it away is Kirkoster. Paye. Contested throw to Bogo, but she was able to secure it. Paye fakes the backhand, looking up at options again. Navacero jumping on the mark, trying to distract her, but it goes to Pugamash. Pugamash sees Paye. Decides against Arbik, but sees Bogo on the far side, near the brick mark. A little bit of a jam cut for Bogosle. Paye again. Throws it up. It's a little bladey, but Boygold is able to let it come down into her bare basket because it was a great throw from Paye. Score is now 10-7.
Vintage avec le 10e point. Le score est maintenant 17. I mean, Fine Print is still pretty close in there, just trailing 3 behind.
For sure, for
But
sure.
It's a hard comeback to make because that means you're going to need to do 4 breaks in a row.
Yeah, if they want to score, if they want to win right now, yeah, it's 4 in a row. But again, plenty of game left. There's no need to, you know, rush anything. Take it one at a time.
Patience is key.
For sure. You got to get the first hold. You got to start there. From there on out, do what you can to get a break, right? There are many opportunities here, just this last point for Fine Print. Unable to punch in the opportunities. Now Vintage. Will they be aggressive and look for a break themselves? Or will they just play out this game, trading for the win? Marquise throws up. The pull. A little bit of a bobble on the throw, but Thorson able to secure it. Thorson throws up, but it's two-handed. Caught by the defense. Lacroix who throws it right back into the turf. Thorson finds Benvenuti, sorry. Vander Luis finds Benvenuti. Gonzalez. Vander Luis. Throws it up to Boisvert, who is able to catch it under pressure. Chu is able to score. The hold, 4, fine print. It's now 8 for fine print, 10 for vintage.
And that is a point for fine print, bringing it to 10-8.
10-8.
Maybe maybe what I said is right. Maybe we will see 4 breaks in a row.
Because once you get in within one, like, you know, they just held, now it's within 2 points. If they get a break now, they can spend 5 minutes for a break. Regardless, they have to play one more point after that. So if they break 9-10, well, now it's anyone's game, right?
It's a momentum thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like, when the team feels it.
Exactly. Theory can only take you so far, says Oppenheimer. We got to play the real game, create the Ds, and punch in the opportunities. Wilson here with the pole. Last time, I believe the pole went out. Maybe she can zone it in, keep it in this time. A little bit of a spinorama. She's walking towards the line. Bah. She approached the pole with her back towards where she's trying to pull. Paye receives a centering pass from Arbik, who sees far lane. Right away, Boigol, one of the more reliable cutters in the second half, just overcooks that throw. Smiling with the disc is Tang. She's having a good time for sure. I believe this is Root on the disc. Tries to see Van der Grint, just a little bit too much on it. Here we have Tanis on the mark on Baye. 13-on-13 matchup. We love to see it. Beauregard. Ooh, great grab from Ardavik. They're right at the end zone like Baye. That's the girl you want to see, but just maybe another commentator's curse. Threw it away. A little too high. Wind definitely took it a little bit. Root walking up to the line. I'm muted right now. Theo, we have some talking to do. Stop laughing. Root throws it away. Ferlan, Paye, Arbik, the 3 trios handling for Vintage, able to punch it in. This quick short field. Now it's 11-8 Vintage.
Et c'est le 11e point pour Vintage. I love cuts like that for points. I think it's just so beautiful to be able to do a beautiful L cut. You cut one direction, you turn the other way, you deke out your defender too. It's just so beautiful. No one's on you, and that you have all the time in the world to catch that disc.
For sure. Well said. Well said. You know, so it's a long game now. We're approaching the 5-minute mark to soft cap. To give you a brief overview of what soft cap means, it means after the horn goes, you play out the point, you add 1 to the highest score. That will be game point. Whoever hits that point first will win. To give you a little update around the complex, Swarp up 13-3 on Cooked. Spice up 12-8 on Macrame. They just added a score for Cora, and now they're 1 up on the collective. Vintage up 11-8 on Fine Print. That was your women division quarterfinals. Gonzalez Picks up the disc for Thorson. Sees Gonzalez again. Thorson. It's been them two so far at this point. Little overcooked again. But sitting under it is Warren, who reels it in. Thorson again tries to see the inside. Around is available. Gonzalez finds Benvenuti. Bit of a collision coming together. I believe it was all fine print. I don't think the vintage player was in there causing any ruckus, but thankfully we have Team Orange clearing up the situation for us, giving us 2 extra pairs of eyes.
And everyone is safe and no injuries.
Exactly. And I think there's an injury call for McPherson. No, never mind. I think it might have. Is that a injury call? McPherson kind of walked off the field. Not sure if she was just translating or.
Looks like there was an injury substitute.
I see. A little love to our media. A little love to Christian Flores, all the photographers taking pictures of this fantastic event. A long, long talk. With this, I believe when observers are around, you have 60 seconds to resolve the call within yourself before the observer can step in and say, it's a little too long. Let's keep the game going.
Give their observer ruling.
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
so you know, when you hear an observer ruling, that is the final ruling.
You can't say, actually, I don't want to go for you. I want to go back to my contest. No, it doesn't work like that. It's a turnover. Vintage. Could they slam the door shut in this game right here? Real Lefebvre calling for it. Ooh, cheeky lefty. Little bobble, but gets the job done. Pam Brun finds Genouille. I haven't said that name in a while. Real Lefebvre. Genouille. Low grab. It's an injury call. I believe when she tried to grab it, La Tendresse, she might have twisted her ankle. She definitely caught it. That's the thing. That's what they're talking about. What was the stall count at? 2. Marquise ready to come in. Chu comes on for fine print. Talking about what the stall comes in at. She has to pick it up, I believe, because Marquise, who's substituted for Tendresse. Tendresse had the disc, so that means Marquise should have the disc, I believe.
And the wind is picked up too.
Wind is picked up. The cutters downfield is very energetic and really, really eager to get the disc. I think that is the difference between fine print and vintage. Real Lefebvre. Genouille trying to cook right now. Dancing, dazzling in the handler space. But it is Betel Tremblay who finds Pramboun. Beautiful layout grab to hold on to the possession in the red zone. It's so important because now Genouille has the disc. Perino, Real Lefebvre coming back to maintain this red zone possession. Keep it going. Extend it a little longer. Finds the inside to Bete. Bete says, oh, great D from Chu. Reaches in a hand. Disrupts the offense. There we hear the soft cap.
So with the soft cap and the point being 11-8, what does that mean for us?
I believe if Vintage scores, that means it'll be 12-8. You add 1 to that. The final score, the winning score should be 13 points. But should Fine Print convert right now? But should Fine Print convert right now, which they didn't, it would be 11-9. And then the final score will be 12. So the game point will be 12.
Let's watch these two teams fight it out.
Like we said, with soft cap, that means you have to score to win. A little bit of a bobble, but reeled in by Perino. Real Lefebvre has the disc, fakes around, pick call. Taps it in inside of their own end zone here. Real Lefebvre. Ooh, that's why you play through the pick, right, Kat?
You never know.
You never know. The pick was called, I think, midway through her release. As soon as she released it, the pick went up, and Genouille had to catch it to maintain possession. Okay, Lefebvre loves that inside back end. Apparently, Genouille can go anywhere. Any throw. She can send it long, she can send it short. Around break, she got it all. But with that, receiver error just out of her hands. Chu picks up. Quick option to the open side, decides against it. We have Thorson. Thorson looking for an option. Vander Luis. So close to the end zone line. Chu going up line. Not there. Thorson has the around, but not there too. Thorson goes up line. Vander Luis looks back to Benvenuti. Quick dish for the score. This is a hold. It makes the score 11-9. This is now a game to 12.
Pour ceux à la maison, Fine Print vient de faire le point. C'est maintenant 11-9 pour Vintage. Et le soft cap est venu. Donc, ça veut dire l'équipe gagnante sera un score de 12. Le premier à 12.
Here we out. Game to 12. Sandra, thank you so much to our Team Orange. (11-9), Vintage. This.
I feel like this would be a really great time to power line. If they haven't
This is the time to power line. This is the last point of the game potentially for Fine Print. Gotta put on your best 7 right now.
On both sides.
For both sides. Can Vintage send this Ontario side home? Or Fine Print give us some extra magic that we haven't read because it's in the Fine Print?
It's almost Battle of the Provinces right now.
Exactly. Maybe a little cross province. Arpic centers the who other. None other than Paye. Sees Arpic again. Paye.
C'est la bataille des provinces avec
Grosler.
Vintage.
Low grab, but able to secure it is Touton, who finds Arpic on the big around. Paye. Contested throw, but still Pion comes out on top. Touton with the disc. Blackett on the mark, active. Maybe there was a call, but here Navacero on Paye. Up called, but the big around goes a little bit low from Touton's. I must say her flicks might have been a little bit shaky this game. But regardless, Navacero picks up the disc for Fine Print. A little poach from Juminville. And the throwaway, looking for Roots. Both teams are surely tired at this point. This could be the last point of the game. Should they be able to punch it in? Vintage works the open side. Gotta shut it down if you're a Fine Print. Gotta trust Blackett on the mark. Gives a dump. Navacero. Grosler Right at the line. Right at the line. Let's see for the reset.
It's a patience.
The patience is definitely there. Pion. Quick dish for the win. Vintage headed to the semi-finals in the women's division. Final score is 12-8 for Vintage.
12-9.
12-9, I apologize. 12-9 for Vintage.
Mais c'est le point final pour Vintage avec Anne-Marie Jubinville qui attrape le point final, 12-9 pour Vintage. Et Vintage s'en va aux demi-finales demain. So stay tuned for tomorrow because we will have exciting semifinals and the finals here in
Brampton, the Flower City. Here we are. But before we go, it's a tradition. Come on, Fat. Come on, Cat. Give me. I said Cat 14. Cat 14, give me your 2 players of the game. One for each game. One for each team.
Okay, Vintage was obviously Jenaoui.
Genoa.
Because that was amazing handling. She's really quick, made quick decisions, and was very accurate on every pass that she made.
Amen.
On fine print, I'm a little. I've got some ties here.
Go ahead.
I really liked Laura Wilson and Gilles Boisvert, and I think it's their height. I love tall players because I'm 5 foot myself. Life is a struggle, so I always admire tall players that are able to use their height and use their length to just jump and use their arms as well.
Those are great picks. Well, I love Genoa too, but Baye, what an anchor. Baye, what an anchor on offense, right? For the Vintage side, led her team. I think she had at least half her passes from on offense. Fine print. Gotta give some love to. Ooh, you're right. There's some ties here, but Wilson's great. But you know what? I'll give it to Atkinson. Atkinson, not as involved, but definitely sure-handed. I like Atkinson. I also like Thorson too, who was one of the captains. Sure-handed as well. Can always rely on her. You know, great game. Spirited game. Couple calls here, but very spirited. Regardless, this is the last game of the day on this field. Tomorrow, right back here. I think 10:15 is our first game. We'll be ready for you. Semifinals and finals coming up tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Wilson. Next to me, Cat Fatan. Music, Makush. Producer, Theo. Camera, we got Jared and Nathan. What you got for me? A little bit to close it out.
Merci tout le monde, merci. Demain matin à 10h15, vous allez voir des demi-finales et les finales des CUCM Masters ici à Brampton. Merci avec Wilson et Catherine Fortin. À demain. Stay hydrated, everyone.
It's been a pleasure. Stay grand. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.